Hi, sis. How are you? There is sun over there. Every once in a while, Andy moves his head and I get blinded.
Almost anywhere you live, where hospitals and physicians are close
How
by.
wooed.
Mm-hmm.
There's Ash. Hello, Ash. What are you doing? Hmm? Are you coming to steal the show? I think he wants to steal the show, y'all. Really? Seriously? Babe, could you grab the cat, please?
Hey, come here.
Hold on, y'all. Hang on. He's got a hold of my clothes. Sorry, y'all. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Which one, Cher? I did not say that. I did not say that out loud, sis.
For once, I ain't the one getting thrown. Don't say nothing.
Say hi to everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Carrie, how are you, darling? I'm sorry, sis. It's that kind of day. What time is it, babe?
10 after 4.
Yeah, it's that time of day. Everybody's coming home from work and everybody's getting on their computers, and it makes it tough for us. So, how are y'all doing? I hope it's not too bad for you, though.
Don't look too bad on my phone.
Yeah, it's not real bad on Andy's. Of course, he's on a little screen. Sometimes a bigger screen to show it more. Aviation. Hi, darling. How are you? Let's see. Carrie finished milking the goats. Trying to dry themselves up. How dare them. Isn't this weather pretty, Teresa?
That's when you need to have.
Hey,
That's
Skeeter.
when you need to have more baby goats, and I need the baby goats. You can have the you can make the goats have the baby goats. Keep the milk, and I'll take the baby goats off their hands.
That would mean a trip to West Texas.
Okay, road trip.
Glad you got a money tree growing somewhere. Although I would love to go see Carrie. That would be awesome. How are you, Skeeter? So, y'all, I think I talked about this the other day. Fillmore Go on my old phone, the old version, was so simple to work with, and I did all of my videos, my editing, and everything on my phone. Now they have this new version that is complicated as all get out. It's not user-friendly, and I absolutely hate it, so I had to go back to doing them on my laptop with VideoPad, which is also complicated, and I don't like it. I now hate editing videos, just saying.
It's easy for me.
Okay, babe, that works. I'll be on Messenger after this. Just message me. Carrie says the buck's in with the goats now. 5 months, 5 days.
If you do not want to keep the baby goats, we will come get the baby goats.
Glad he has a money tree.
All we need is gas and
Gas and a place to stay. You realize that getting across Texas is a 14-hour drive, plus the 8 hours we got to get there.
I got an 8-foot bed right there. Never has to be made.
And if you think I'm sleeping in the back of a pickup truck bed in the winter, you're absolutely lost your not ever loving mind. Although my mama's in Houston. Just saying. Which one are you using, Carrie? The one that Andy uses, which is the one that I downloaded. It's called VideoPad. And it is free, but Lord, I need to do my roots, sis. Look at that. That's horrible. Lord have mercy.
I like VideoPad. It's easy and you can do everything.
He's doing good, Teresa. He's right here. That's Teresa.
Hey.
Mud pie girl.
Hey, Mud Pie. I'm doing good.
Yeah, she's the one that lives about an hour and a half from us. Outside Henderson. Barnyard, hi, darling. Yeah, it is gorgeous here today. It's been a beautiful day. That's exactly right, Avy.
All right, fine. You can sleep in the cab. I'll sleep in the back.
No.
What's the matter with sleeping in the cab? You got heat. I've done it.
I only have heat if the truck's running, which is more gas that we still can't afford. And if I'm going to run a truck all dang night, I might as well get a hotel and be comfortable.
I got a buddy here.
You have lost your ever-loving mind, child. The boy has lost his mind, I'm telling you.
Hey, you'd be surprised. I can go on a road trip without ever spending nothing else besides gas. And
Well, you let me know how that works out for you. I'll be right here at home comfortable. Y'all got to pray for my Bo dog. He's got a cold, and he has been coughing his ever-loving head off. He kept me up. Holy crap, Skeeter.
And he needs Mexican food.
Yeah, but did you see the rest of that?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Skeeter, I love you. He actually had some Mexican food today. We split one. Skeeter, I just love you, honey. You have no idea how the timing for that is doing right now. Bo's had a cold. At least we're hoping that's all it is. He seems
that's all it is.
a little better today. Yesterday was bad, and all night long he kept me up coughing and spitting up phlegm, and he's a little better today. He is still coughing some, but he's not putting up a bunch of phlegm. And he actually went inside probably time to get back from lunch, about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So he probably laid down and slept for about 2.5, 3 hours with no coughing. And that's last night. He didn't go more than an hour. So I think it's kind of running its way through. But
I told you it was just a little bit of congestion and cough and stuff caught up in there to the little chest cold.
I love you, Cher.
Really can't. Really can't.
But you just, I cannot. I'll call you in the next couple of days, Skeeter, when I'm in town. And the timing is, it's a God thing, I'm sure. But I will talk to you about that, the timing of that. But anyway, thank you. Love, you know I love you, Skeeter. Those of you who don't know, Skeeter actually was, I think, my very first subscriber on my channel. I think he was very first, or if not, he's in the top 2 or 3, but I think he was first.
Slow down.
Springfield, do we have Teresa or Lee? Because there are both of you, or both. But it's good to see you, either one, or both. Although I was jealous of that breakfast. I was just jealous. I'm just saying. I know, sweetheart. I know it's hard, and I have just been praying hard for him. Lee still works. So, hey, sis, how are you, Teresa? Say hello to Teresa. Hold on.
Hey, Miss Teresa. Tell Lee to get off work. It is after 4 o'clock.
We were so jealous of your breakfast, Teresa. Seriously. I was like, I want to be there with everybody, too, and they're not that far away from me. Of course, we go back to that whole money tree thing. But
see, we could have stopped there on the way to get the baby goats.
no, we could not, because Kentucky is nowhere near on the way to Texas.
We'll make a loop.
There is definitely a kitty. Y'all want to see the kitty? This is Ash. When you're done with this, go watch the replay of this. In the very beginning, Ash was right in front of my face. I bet, Teresa, here, there's the kitty. This is Ash Cat.
It's one of the very few cats that I like.
If you look at Ash, the tops of his ears are kind of rounded. He got his name because he loves to play in the ash pit from the fires we have. And, hey, Brenda, how are you, sweetheart? Yeah, exactly, Carrie. Excuse me. But, how he got his name is because even as a kitten, he loved to play around the fire pit, and he would just get ashes all over him, and he'd be just dirty. So he got his name of Ash Cat. And then, not quite a year ago, there was an actual accident. There was, we had a bunch of chairs sitting around a campfire, and 2 of the cats were sitting in one of the chairs, and a board broke in half, and the weight of it flipped it. Well, it flipped the other half that was lit on fire into the chair on top of the cats and set both cats on fire. And bless their heart, both of them are okay. But Ash had some big streaks going all the way down his body that were there. All the hair was gone, and it's since grown back in. He didn't have any problems. He didn't have any scars from it. But his ears, the tips of both ears were singed off. That's why they're rounded now instead of the typical pointed ears that a cat would have. How are you, Brenda? Brenda is Maniac Grammy.
Okay.
So Ash's name actually became quite appropriate. But you know what's crazy is the other cat will not go anywhere near a fire. This one of Denise and them's cat. Yeah, exactly.
No, Ash still likes to help me build fires.
But Ash still loves being around him. If you watch one of the videos Andy did last weekend, Andy's building the fire and Ash is just right there next to it. He loves fires. And we don't know why. Allie! You too, Brenda. But that's why his little ears are rounded. They just were singed off completely. Joanne! Oh my goodness, how are you? Long time no see, girl. What is up with Miss Joanne? You guys getting snow up there yet? Yeah, it scared the crap out of all of us. I mean, I was over by the car. Andy was putting the brake light switch in my car, and so he and Doug and Shane are like kind of under my car looking under the brake pedal and stuff. And I'm standing here, and then we hear it, and I look up, and two cats go either direction running just in flames. These big balls of flames. Fortunately, it had just finished raining, so everything was wet, thank goodness, because they ran into the woods. I mean, can you imagine if it had been dry in the middle of a dry spell? Holy cow, but we managed to get both of them. The other cat's got a possum tail. His hair never grew back. He's got like a possum tail, but otherwise he's fine. Well, Joanne, I've been kind of MIA for a while. I've been a few people I've kept up with, but Andy's been in and out of the hospital. He's actually been in the hospital more this year than he's been out. And it's just been crazy. I did get to go on a trip to Texas. We'll have to catch up here soon. We'll do a call and I'll catch up on all that. But it was pretty scary. But I'm glad both cats are fine. Dancing chickens, Kiri. Yay, we miss you, Teresa.
Oh, Blue was a moonwalking rooster.
That's true. Andy had a rooster. It was a blue and white rooster. He was probably one of the most beautiful roosters I think I've ever seen. He literally was blue and white.
That's the one I had for.
And
I got King.
Yeah, he could do the moonwalk. Yeah, we need to. How's Ashley doing? Oh my goodness.
And we're sitting outside too, Miss Cher.
Well, I had shorts on earlier.
It's about 55, 56 or so out here.
Oh, yeah, that CV crap was everywhere. And it was really tough having him in the hospital so much. I mean, we were very blessed that for the most part, they would allow a visitor. So I've been able to spend the days with him. I wasn't allowed to spend the night. But I was able to stay with him just about every day. But of course, it was hard on me too. I hear that, Carrie. But, you know, when the stress triggers the RA. So I was having flares and it just took everything in me to taking care of him. Just literally took everything in me. And I just didn't have any energy left for YouTube or Facebook or emails. And I mean, so I'm really glad to say he's feeling so much better.
You just answered Miss Teresa's question with that one.
But he is 70 in Houston. I know, my mama's got that pretty weather along with you. My mama's in Alvin. I think I told y'all that. But I think it got up to 56 today, I think. Yeah, I think it's what I got it up to.
Around there.
Last night was chilly. It was 29. Come here, Ash. Come here. You want to say hi to Ash? You want to say hi to everybody?
He's just going to crawl up in your face again.
Come here. Come on. If y'all could hear him, he is just a purring away. He doesn't usually get up in here in the truck with us, but he did today. Thanks, Joanne. This is Ash Cat.
He gets in here when I let him in here.
Yeah, he's probably going to end up trying to get in front of my face again, so I kind of have to watch him. Yep, see?
There you go.
He is absolutely just the sweetest, most lovable cat.
Unless you're a mouse or a snake.
Yes, he is a very, very, very good mouser. Quit frighten me. He likes to nibble and play, and he doesn't mean to do it, but his teeth are still so sharp. Can you say hi? No, you can't have my fingers. Stop it. I'm going to make you get down. Stop. He likes to nibble. See him? And he doesn't really bite hard, but his teeth are sharp. Knock it off. Y'all can see how scared he is of me, right? Yeah, Andy looks a lot better. Let me give him the camera for a minute, Teresa, so he can talk to you. Teresa's been talking to you. Talk to her and let her know how you're doing and all that.
Ooh, close up. Hey, Miss Teresa. Yes, I'm doing good. They actually put like a double stent in this time. Well, 2 stents. It's one at the top and one at the bottom of my pancreas and stuff. And what, 2 weeks now? A little over 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And I ain't been down since. I've actually been up, moving, eating. I'm gaining weight back. So that's a good thing. And
I'm gonna put you outside.
been able to start doing stuff around here again, which is a good thing, and all that good fun stuff. So, yep. I still might have to go down again later this month or next month for one more surgery. It's going to be major surgery if I have to have that, but I ain't for sure yet if that's going to happen or not. I'll find out that later this month for the follow-up visit to the gut doctors or whatever it's called. But, yep. I'm actually gaining weight back. I'm up to over 150 pounds again, finally.
Barely, but oh yeah.
Yep. Well, I don't know. I might be pushing 160 now. That 152 was about a week ago.
Okay, go on.
All right, here. I will let you have your cat now.
Yeah, it's amazing. We're hoping that if he does, the 2 stents may do the job and let the pancreas completely heal. But if not, and he has to have this other procedure, it would be a permanent fix. And basically, there is a name for it, and I don't remember what it is. I'll find it out for y'all and have it on my next time we talk. But basically, they go in and they make incisions the length of the pancreas, and they put 2 tubes in that come to a Y and go straight down. That would drain directly into his small intestine. It would be a permanent fix rather than the temporary stents that are in now. But right now, the 2 stents are really working as far as allowing him to eat, allowing him to move around without much pain. He still gets tired really easy. He's got to build his strength back up no matter what. But it's really nice to not see him just grunting in pain, even just to, sit up and grab something to drink. So that part's been amazing.
And I can keep water down, too.
I gotta go catch back up on chat while I'm talking to him, but it was good to see you, buddy. Hey, Bubba, Grizz is here.
Hey, Grizz.
Yeah, Asheville absolutely likes to chew.
Oh, I love y'all too, Miss Teresa.
Grizz said, never mind the Mexican food. Andy has Chinese food right in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
He is a sweet, sweet kitty, though. He really is. Yeah, so we'll see. We're hoping. But right now, he's I would say, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, but just from what I've seen and what I've observed, I think he's probably feeling better than he has in over a year.
Mm-hmm. I have.
He is, Skeeter. He is. When he got out of the hospital the last time, he was at 146, I think. Mm-hmm. And when he went to the doctor a week ago, or week and a half, I think he was already up to 151, 152, something like that.
152, something.
152, I think. So he goes back to the doctor Wednesday, and he'll be weighed again, and we'll be able to know. But he is starting to be able to keep food down with no problem. He's not having any of the nausea, the vomiting. We have to be very, very careful what he eats, because certain things will trigger problems.
Oh, pretty much.
But
pretty much
like fast food is not good for him, which is greasy. So we got to stay away from greasy. But
other than fast food, I've been doing.
Other than that, he's been doing good.
Else, yeah.
So, excuse me, y'all. I love Ash Cat. I do. So there are definite improvements for sure. something else I was going to tell you about, and I don't remember what it was. It wasn't anything major, but it was there. Hey, we got 17 whole people watching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm impressed.
Told you, you're popular.
No, I'm just me. Thank you, sweetheart. It's definitely been a blessing to have him home and healthy. And like I said, he has to take it easy. He gets tired easy. But we were able to make 2 loads to the dump yesterday. It's my bow. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not, but plus it's hard. The coughing really is, don't you think? It sounds better today. It's not as harsh and not as often. So I think he's getting better, but
Told you just gotta get all that stuff broke up and coughed up. That's all.
he kept me up all night though. Alrighty then.
He coughed up some of it right there.
Scared me half to death though, y'all. Share who's on with you tonight. If you guys don't know, Two Family Homestead, I think everybody in here probably already knows, but just in case you don't, Two Family Homestead Monday Night Live. Who's your guest tonight, Cher?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say a YouTuber.
A YouTuber, you think?
Uh-huh. Therefore I am.
It sounded like a monster truck. Yeah, it's actually gotten a lot better. Yep. Crystal's Texas Garden. I don't believe I know them, Cher. It's really hard for me because that time of day when you guys are live, we get from about 5 o'clock, it gets iffy. And from 6:37-ish till about 10 or 11 at night, it's really hard to watch anything YouTube or Netflix or anything because it's satellite. Everybody in the area is home from work by then, and all the kids are home from schools, and everybody under their sun is using their internet, and our slow's way down. Sometimes we can watch it, sometimes we can't. And it's very frustrating.
Depends on if it's cloudy or not, too, which way the wind's blowing.
I know, it's just so much.
If you hold your mouth just right.
Yeah, absolutely, Teresa. His personality has come back. Trust me. It's just really nice to see him smiling and having fun and joking, and it's been pretty awesome. Excuse me. So, we tried. I'm going to try to be there, Cher. I cannot make any promises, as you already know. It's just... And I really hate that. No, one good thing, Cher, the county is now cooperating with somebody else in the state. A couple things. They are going to be extending high-speed internet to the entire county.
It ain't the county, it's the power company.
Through the power company. Yes, but they are using some county funds.
Oh, yeah.
But it's up to 2 years. So depending on where they start and which way they go, eventually within the next 2 years, we will have actual high-speed internet available here. So we just got to survive until then. And yes, I'm fine. I have allergies myself. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Cher. But yes, I'm fine. I have allergies, as you can see, and especially this time of year, I get fall allergies really bad, and it just tickles the back of my throat. So
Tickle.
Stand on my head so the signal improves.
Believe it or not, that actually works sometimes.
Well, I have a really good, awesome mod here, so she'll trust me when I tell you she's on the spot. And he's actually a mod too, but I don't know if he knows how to do it on his phone. I'd have to show him.
No, I don't.
Thanks, honey. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to show him how to do this in case Sharon ends up needing help. If, for instance, if this one that you wanted to just tap it, and you would have it to either remove it.
Oh, okay.
Usually just hide the comment, and if they keep doing it, then you can remove them. But
okay.
I hide the comments the first couple of times and say, hey, please don't do that. If it persists, then just block them. Thanks, Heavy, honey.
Miss Cher's right.
I know, Cher. Start looking for a place. You look and I'll look, and we'll meet in the middle, beneath that old Georgia pine. Well, I remember where we went before. It was somewhere in Kentucky, but I don't remember where it was. If you remember, maybe we can get Buddy and Lippy to meet with us too. Joanne says she'll just boot him. You know, unless it's something, obviously, if it's something horrible, yes. Y'all know everybody that knows me knows I don't do the drama. I don't do ugly, foul language and all that. Something that's annoying, just do it once, delete the message. If it happens again, then, but y'all know the regulars too. So I'm not worried about it. I have really good mods.
Stringfield Ridge should be about
halfway. Are we halfway? I don't know. Share, how far are you from Teresa? How long did it take y'all to get to the picnic?
They should be within an hour or two, at least a halfway, I would think.
No, you're fine, Evie. You're just fine. You are absolutely just fine, honey. You haven't done a thing wrong. South of Louisville, yeah. Of course, Teresa. Grizz, you behave yourself. You're not going anywhere. You're Bubba.
Oh, the picnic was 7 hours for them.
Yeah, see, that's not quite anywhere near halfway.
Yeah.
Because it's about 2.5 hours for us. That's what I thought. It's almost straight up for us, but they're coming from here and up and over.
Yeah, it's about
somewhere in, it's just south of Louisville. I think you're right. And that was we determined was about halfway or real close. I think you guys may have came 30, 40 minutes longer than we did, but that was the only place we could find with a decent spot without having to go to big cities, I think. And from Teresa and them, it's probably pretty close to the same.
There was a decent steakhouse there.
Yeah, it was good. And the meal was really good, too. It was a really good steakhouse. For us, Teresa, I think it was 4.5 hours share, something like that. I want to say it was like we split the 8 hours. They're 8.5 hours from us, and I think we drove 4 and they drove 4.5, I think. Don't quote me, but I think.
Yeah, it was something like that. Close to that, at least. We would probably, if I do end up having to do that surgery, we'd need to do it before that surgery, or it'll be about 2 months before I'll be able to make a trip.
That's true. If we are going to do that before his surgery,
if I have to have the surgery, I'll find out later. But yeah,
we won't know for a while if he has to have the surgery. But obviously, Thanksgiving's coming up, so that's going to make it kind of hard. I did not delete you, Chris, because I knew that was you. Thanks, Allie, honey. Yeah, those of you who do not know, Dingleberry Farms is Grizz. Either a Wednesday, we don't have a live, or a Saturday. Yep, either's fine with us.
Either one works for me.
Yep.
Cotton is alerting us that the wind blew.
Treats the dog is barking at our dog.
That's Cotton Ball. The wind
that
blew.
Would be Cotton.
The wind blew, so he's letting us know.
Yeah, a leaf fell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think if you guys want to do that, it probably need to be a Saturday for Lee and Teresa to make it.
And I'm looking for a girlfriend dog for Cotton, a Great Pyrenees or something along the same lines as a Great Pyrenees. So y'all keep that in mind.
Enough said. But yeah, I'm thinking it'd have to be a Saturday for Lee and Teresa to come because they both work. But I'm guessing, hey, Mary Beth.
Hey, Miss Mary Beth.
I'm guessing for you, Teresa, you're probably going to be close to that same 4 hours. See how far it is for you to Louisville. I'm guessing you're not, because you're straight up from us. You're about 2 hours away. We go about 4 hours east and up. So I'm thinking it wouldn't be too much difference for you and Lee.
That's funny. Somebody broke out Dummy's back window.
Huh?
Somebody broke out Dummy's back window.
Oh.
That's funny.
Oh, Andy was saying Cotton needed a girlfriend, and I was saying no, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Great Pyrenees or along the, something like a Great Pyrenees at least.
Well, that's where we met last time, Teresa. It kind of splits the difference for Cheryl and Dare, so they don't have Cheryl and Dare. Daryl and Cher, so they don't have to drive 8-9 hours anywhere. If we split that difference, it's a little over 4 hours for them and right at 4 hours for us. So we try to find a halfway spot. And it was a really good steakhouse. Really enjoyed the meal. Mm-hmm. We actually met him there when we picked up Sam. And we had a really nice meal.
Not enough, Miss Cher. Not enough. There are more coming.
Wait.
Trust me.
Over here on our property, there's Cotton Ball Dog, Baby Girl Dog, and Bow Dog, Ash Cat, a rooster, and 4 hens.
3 hens.
Or 3 hens, because one of them was pecked. Yeah. And Mama has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cats and 2 dogs.
Tater tot and taco.
Yep, Tater Tot and Taco. Or, as she calls them, Reba and Sadie.
No, they're tater tot and taco.
Sarah's a great peer, and she is a she, but I made sure she would never have puppies again. Amen to that one, Carrie. Hey, Quinoa. Of course, if Andy had his way, we would also have 2 pigs and 2 goats and 2 sheep and 2 donkeys.
No,
And
3 pigs, around 12, 13, 14 goats, at least 1 donkey, a whole lot more chickens, ducks, turkeys, quail.
it's quite the trick, Amy,
That's
but
coming.
we do it.
That's coming.
Hey, Gene, how
That's
are
coming
you,
this spring.
Bubba?
Y'all mark my words. This winter, I'm working on coops and fences and stuff, and next spring there will be more critters coming.
That's true, Mary Beth. And some of ours, well, I think 2 of our dogs are actually rescues, Bo and Baby Girl. Cotton was one of our neighbors' dog that had puppies. So we helped her to rehome one of the puppies there. And of course, the rooster and the hens we bought. But
But now the rooster came from Lee and Teresa.
oh, that's right. That is the rooster. That
Uh-huh.
is the red from.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we still have the red you gave us, Teresa. He's still Mr. King Kick Butt. He is still quite a kick butt rooster. He's beautiful. He's doing much better, Gene. He is doing much, much better. Allie, I shared some of the chocolate pizzelles with Andy. What did you think of them?
They're like the chocolate Oreos without the double stuffings.
And then I told him Allie makes homemade pizzelles, and they're even better. They're even better. Especially when she puts cinnamon and sugar on them. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I need to do my roots.
Now I want Oreos.
They are so good. Yep, I imagine, Navy. That's true, Mary Beth, you have. Hey, Rosanna, how are you?
Hey, Miss Rosanna.
And one of these days, I'm going to get to hug Allie. One of these days, Lord is going to make it where we can meet and I can give Allie a great big old hug.
As long as I ain't gonna go into no big city, I'm good.
They won't let you into animal shelters, Chris. Oh my gosh, Quinoa, they are so good. They are unbelievably good. Got about 50 balls to repair. I have to go to town to supplies to finish them up. Awesome, Gene. It will. You and my brother JD.
Then come on down here to Tennessee.
Well, that's kind of a big trip when you live on a fixed income. They're in Boston.
So they can still come on down here to Tennessee.
We're working on it. Got to make it happen when it's supposed to happen. I guarantee you. Yes, Miss Sheriff. You've never had Allie's pizzelles. Oh my gosh.
Do you really,
Allie makes the best pizzelles I've ever had.
And do you really see Boston surviving me?
No. Although I wouldn't mind going and walking on Allie's favorite beach with her. Because she's got a beautiful beach she walks. I was wondering where she was, and it is about that time, though. So I did my last video that came out this morning, the one that I had so much trouble with the editing. Andy helped me finish it. As Cher, I bought some that were probably as close as I've ever seen to Allie's, and we got them at Aldi's. They were chocolate ones, but they're probably the closest to Allie's as far as homemade that I've ever had. And we got them at Aldi's. They were so good, but Allie makes the best ones. I love you, Bubba. Have fun. Be careful with the saw. Oh, well, probably not a good idea for you to go there much then. Of a Pizzelle Barnyard? You can Google them, but they're the best way I can describe it to you is a wafer thin, crispy cookie, almost like a shortbread, almost, but not crumbly. They're not crumbly. They will break easy. They're very thin. And they have a press that they use, which puts this pattern in it when they're unbelievable cookies. They're not overly sweet, which is a good thing, and that's one of the reasons Andy likes them so much. But oh my God, they're so good. It's just like an Italian cookie.
It's like a thinner part of the Oreo without the stuffing.
Hey, Cornbread, how are you, darling?
Hey, Cornbread.
Santa said her grandmother used to. Yeah, Allie has one of the irons. Well, yeah, it's probably a good idea for you to just love them from afar then. But you can Google them if you just Google Pizzelle. I think it's Pizzelle, I think. But you'll see them. But these that I found at Aldi's share were so good. They were really good. Almost as good as Allie's. Not quite, but almost. We're doing good, Cornbread. Thank you.
It's because I'm the one that opened them and I imparted my awesomeness upon it.
Yeah, whatever. I opened them with your nanny first, and they were just as good.
No, the pack you gave me was unopened.
I know. There were 4 of those packs in the pack that I bought, and I gave one to Nanny, and then we shared one, and I gave one to you, and I kept one.
Yeah, the pack I opened, I made them awesomer by me being the one that opened
Awesomer?
them.
Whatever. He said they tasted like a really super thin Oreo cookie without the cream, just the outside cookie part. But I was honestly share. Look and see if you can see them at Aldi's. They were really good. And we actually had that day, had happened to go to Dairy Queen, and I took and broke one of those in half, and I used it to scoop some of the ice cream out, and the ice cream on that Pizzelle was, oh my gosh, it was so good.
You had to say Dairy Queen, didn't you?
I did, and I don't have any money, so unless you got money, it's going to have to wait. I have one more chocolate ice cream, and you have lots of popsicles in the freezer you can have.
That ain't chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream.
Well, I'm sorry, you didn't eat all of the last one. Oh my goodness. He's more active today, too. Well, there you go, Barnyard. But yeah, if they're made right, they're really good. And I've had a couple of them that like store-boughts that just taste like cardboard. They just have no flavor at all. But I still will tell you unequivocally, I've had a lot of them. The best ones I've ever had were the ones Allie made and sent me. And she had dusted them with a little bit of sugar. And I'm telling you, she sent me a box of them. And they are hands down the best I've ever had.
Drive Shaft Drew's here.
Hey, Drew. How are you, darling? How are things up there in Canada? You guys shut back down again. I know Kelly's province went back to Code Red. It's your grandmother's recipe. He must be getting cold. He started the truck, turned the heater on. Yeah, like I said, Evie, he's got a cold, and that's him coughing. That's how it sounds like when a dog coughs. Yep, Code Red for you too. He does have a cold. Would you like me to roll my window up some for you?
Yeah.
Y'all give me just a second. I'm still here, but you're just going to see me off camera for a second. It is starting to get pretty chilly here. But anyway, the coughing is actually better. Yesterday, he was coughing almost nonstop. Last night, he woke me up, I know, every 30 minutes at least. So he's getting better, and he's going longer in between bouts, and he's not coughing up as much phlegm as he was yesterday. So he still sounds bad, but I think he's feeling better, and he's a lot more spry today, and he's playing a little bit more and running. Of course, as he does, I think he's moving around more, and it's kind of breaking up that gunk in his chest, and he's able to cough it up. But he seems to be feeling better today. He's not as lethargic. Yeah, I know. It was scaring me for a while. About broke my heart, and it's still
It
it's.
ain't nothing but like a little
And he says, "It's
congestion.
just a cold. It's my baby."
It's just like he's congested, like chest congestion, like a little chest cold or something. That's all it is.
Uh-huh. It don't make him any less my baby. And
I
your
know.
mother always worries about her children. No matter what, a mommy's gonna worry. Ain't that right, y'all? Even if it's our fur babies, a mommy's gonna worry. But he seems to be a little better today. He doesn't sound it, but he's. If y'all had been here with us yesterday and last night, you would see the difference. Yesterday, like I said, he was just coughing up all kinds of gunk. And I told him we had one deal. You're allowed to sleep in my bed as long as you don't get sick in my bed. If you get sick in my bed, I'm going to have to put you out in the cold. Which, of course, y'all know I would never do. You tell him, Cher. See what Cher said?
Oh, thank you, Miss Cher.
Yep. He's my baby. I know, Allie, right? You can really see me doing that too, right?
I can't say nothing.
We all know I wouldn't.
I can't say nothing. I threaten baby girl with whoopings and all kinds of stuff all the time. It never happens.
Oh, I'm glad he's getting better, Mary Beth. Hey, V. Well, I got a couple of them that are sisters, but yeah, there's a couple that are like my kids too. But I do have some sisters in here, that's for sure. Cher and Allie and Kiri and Joanne's. I don't know if Joanne's still here or not, but I have some that. My Bubba's, Grizz, and Jean. They're like brothers to me, but we're all family, that's for sure. We are all family for sure.
Oh, I just thought
If
of
not
something.
by blood, then by the heart.
I just thought of something.
You thought of something? This could be scary.
I just thought of something.
Hold on, this could be scary.
Miss Cher might be challenged by Grizz because I think technically Grizz gave you to me first.
So now he's saying that Cher and Grizz, y'all need to fight it out as to who is the actual one responsible for us being together.
I think I think technically Grizz, when he was like trying to give you away or whatever, I think technically Grizz gave you to me first, but yeah.
But if it wasn't for Cher, we never would have met to even have that story between Grizz and the giveaway.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
So what are you up to, Tim? Is it snowing up there for you yet? I love snow from afar.
I don't know what made me think of that, just having Grizz and Cher, Miss Cher both in the, you know what I mean?
You are absolutely right, Cher. I've never heard of fish mocks, but there you go. No snow yet, huh? Are you ready for it, or are you just as soon as stay away as long as it can? You are on the far side of the world, so it's still nice and warm for you. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a
Miss Allie,
match.
I don't want to hear it. You made me eat tofu.
Find me a find, catch me a catch. Me too, Carrie. I love to see it from afar. I don't even mind visiting it, but I don't want to live in it. So I hear you, Tim.
I said, Miss Allie, I don't want to hear it. You made me eat tofu.
Grizz said that tofu is what made Andy sick in the first place. That's why he's in the hospital. Grizz said it, Allie.
Not even the dog would, not even Jack Dog would eat it. And that's saying something, because that dog literally eats any and everything.
Uh-oh. Who's messaging you?
Oh, Mama.
Supper?
No, my remote came today.
Yay! Andy gets to watch TV again. His remote came today. Quinoa said they had a little bit of snow. It's melting, and he just had our tires changed over. I cannot imagine living somewhere where I got to have 2 sets of tires for my car and get them changed over from winter to summer.
That's why I like it here. You should get a good set of all
Hey,
terrains,
Jim.
and it's good all the time. Get you some, maybe some mud grips for the back if you ain't got 4-wheel drive.
If I can turn back time, if I could find a way.
That's right, Tam. Tofu.
Allie says tofu is good for the pancreas.
No, it ain't. Not even Jack Dog would eat it. And I've seen that dog literally eat his own poo, other things' poo, and everything else. Literally.
The beep you're hearing is Andy's mama messaging him. Andy's lovely baby girl dog ate his TV remote. We had to order a new one for him. It came in today, apparently. So he gets to watch TV again because, for whatever reason, his TV, y'all, and this is, I've never seen this before. It has an on-off button and it has a volume buttons on it, but that's it. You can't change the channels. You can't do any change from, it's a smart TV, so you can't scroll through the menus.
Well, no, I can change it from like the SmartCast where you watch YouTube to like the DVD player.
Yeah, but that's it.
That's it.
You can't actually change channels or anything like that. So he hasn't actually been able to watch TV for a week now because baby girl ate the remote. I'm with you, Cher. I could listen to the Australian accent all day. I know, Allie. Can you believe he would ignore you like that? Excuse me. Some of the northern states do need snow chains if they're up in the mountainous areas, yeah. Cher got snow.
They can keep it.
Jim says he wished you were near him. He'd have plenty of work for you.
Cool.
Jim, I think, is North Carolina. I think he said, didn't you tell me hour and a half north of Knoxville, I think? He's North Carolina, but just up off Tennessee.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a commute.
Oh, I got you, Mary Beth. And I would love your accent, Avy. Hey, Granny, how are you? Granny Framey's here. Says hi.
Hey. We don't hardly get snow here in Tennessee. If we do, it's maybe half an inch as a blizzard. Just saying.
I can do a good Scottish accent too, Cher. It is coming. Hey, Brando, how are you? How's your peppers doing? All right, Cher, we will try to watch. I'm going to cut this off here in about another 15 minutes. And we're going to try to watch. It kind of depends on if it stays stable for us or not, but we'll try. Love you, sis. Carrie cooked a bunch of chicken in the pressure cooker today to figure out what I'm using to make it for supper. Chicken and dumplings, girlfriend. Renata, how are you, baby?
Got chicken dumplings, chicken pot pie.
Mary Beth says it was 32 there this morning. It was 29 here, so we're pretty somewhat similar. Freezing temperatures where you're at, Brando? I don't believe it. That's true, Avy. It is one of my favorites. I love that. Sounds good to me, Jim. Love you too, Cher. Wheat free. Well, damn, woman. How about some chicken cacciatore? That would be good.
You could always bread it and just flash fry it real quick.
Well, wheat free, but she's not going to use wheat flour and all that. You could do an almond flour, but I'm not sure how that would work on a dumpling. Thank you, Abby. So what's for dinner? I have no clue. Last night, Andy's mama made chili, and it was really good. Or night before last. Aw, thank you. I don't know how that would work here. You need to find some pants. I know it doesn't usually get quite that cold there for you, does it? Quinoa, rice, and buckwheat. What is shipwreck casserole, Tim? Yes, there he is, Kira. Let me see if I can get you the picture. See him? He's right. Ah, sorry, y'all. That was my fault. He's right there. Ash. He's actually on the outside of the truck now. He was in here with us for a while. Yeah, I know we talked about that once before, Carrie, that it was working for you, which is awesome. I think we're fixing to get a visitor anyway if he can figure out how to get in.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to come in my window. Let me show y'all. Hold on, I'm stuck on my shirt. He's trying to figure out how to get in my window. See him? What are you doing, Ash?
And there he is.
Which means he'll be across my face here in a minute and y'all won't be able to see me. Hey, Camo, how are you doing, darling? This is Ash Cat, y'all. If you weren't here earlier. See? What? And now my Bo is over there whimpering and crying because Ash is in here with me and he is not. This cat will torture Bo. We will be late, so I gotta go feed the animals. Love you, Teresa. Yeah, we're only gonna be on here about 10 more minutes, so. Anyone going out to vote tomorrow? I voted by mail because I'm still registered to vote by my license, which is Texas. So I sent in a request for a mail-in ballot that I was going to be out of the county. I went from cold to sweating. Yeah, me too, Allie. I had to do it by mail. I voted for the right one. Yep. Did you, Mary Beth? Yes. A lot of people voted early voting this year with record turnouts in some states.
I think half of
Me too. I hope everybody will vote.
I think about half of Tennessee voted early this year.
I think so too.
That's what I heard on the news the other day.
What? What do you want, kitty? I know, I love you too. Actually, personally, y'all, I mean, y'all know me, I don't do a whole lot of politics, so I'm just going to keep this brief. But I actually like Trump as a president. As a man, I think he's a jerk. I think he's arrogant, but by the same token, numbers don't lie, and you cannot deny what he's done for this country. And the numbers don't lie in the recovery we had before COVID hit, obviously, but... So, quit biting me. Yeah, that's what they were talking about. As soon as the election was done, they'd work on that. So, but like I said, as a man, I don't particularly like him. I think he's arrogant, and I think he can be sometimes a jerk. But numbers don't lie. Lowest unemployment rates we've had in years and years. And in the black communities, believe it or not, lowest unemployment rate they've ever had, ever in the history of this country. But look what they're doing now. All the stuff he did for them. Businesses brought back to this country and tax breaks that made it possible for them to bring their businesses back here, to hire here, and to keep people employed here in the States instead of other countries. And, he's done so much for this country. He ran it as a business, which is what it is, and that's what's made it such a difference. So... I believe it, Carrie. I really do. I really do. He's trained in the swamp. Yep. So, Ash likes to nibble, and he doesn't mean it. He's playing, but he's still got those sharp, razor-sharp teeth. So when he does, it's like, ow. He doesn't actually bite to hurt. He's just playing, but he doesn't understand that his teeth are sharp. Well,
If who wins?
Trump. He's talking about rioting and all that crap. I just look at it this way. Andy and I can stay out here on our property and be just fine. We can survive on our own. And we already said, talk to several of our neighbors out in the country.
Oh, I ain't opposed to dropping a
If
tree at each
the
of their
mess
grove
if
and-
the mess comes this way, we'll drop a tree at both ends of this row and post people. You're not coming by here if you don't live here, period. It won't get to us. But I pray that it doesn't come to that. I hope people will come to their senses and just realize that, it's not worth taking lives over.
I say all them protesters do realize we actually get up on the coldest day of the year
Yep.
and go sit in the woods with a gun just to kill something, right?
That's it. You should be nice, Tim. You are welcome to have an opinion, but yes, you should be nice. I don't do politics often, but we can do a slight, easy discussion. I don't want to go into somebody breaking down. I will say this to everybody and anybody in here. I love you all. We can have a polite discussion, but if you get ugly or you cause problems, my mods will ban you for the night. So if you want to express opinion, please feel free. I don't want to squash anybody. You are welcome to disagree with me. I have my opinions. I just don't want it to turn into an ugly bashing where people are hating on each other. I do not want that. So please feel free to have your opinion, but just know if you get out of hand with it, my mods will ban you for the night, and then I'll go back and undo it, and we'll fix it later. Yeah, that's sad, isn't it, Carrie?
Quinoa songs like they're like being isolated. What my sister-in-law does. I could do.
Hey, Harvey.
I could do perfectly fine never going to town.
Tim. Yes, exactly right. You're welcome to have an opinion and have a say, but you can say it politely. And that's just what I'm saying. This is one of those rare occasions where you're going to actually see me allow anybody to talk about politics on my channel. It doesn't happen often.
Or my remote.
Andy's remote is here. He's going to walk up and get it.
Taking water buckets too. I got 4 water buckets. He's about to make a water around too.
Oh, and water buckets. So there you go. Do you have one over by your chickens, Andy? Mine's fine. Oh, yeah. Y'all hang on just 1 second, because I'm going to have to... I need to give them something that's out here somewhere. Y'all are going to get to hear my Andy's dad here in a second. I am going to keep the camera pointed away. He doesn't like to be on camera, so y'all just bear with me for a minute. Ricky, my water thing should be right out here somewhere.
It's outside somewhere.
Yep, it's right out here somewhere. Or, I mean, it could still be in the back of the truck, but I don't think it is. I think we took it out.
Andy's remote.
Awesome, Andy's remote.
All right.
If it's not, don't worry about it. But, I mean, if you don't see it right away, it's either this side or the other side, but I may have taken it inside. I don't know, Ricky, honestly. Sorry, guys. AB, you're just fine, darling. No, you're fine, Kemma. A yellow Christmas would do. You haven't left the house since March, really? That'd be a long time to be out of the house. Yay, Andy will be so happy. TV remote.
Be back long.
Oh, there you go. There's your remote, babe. I don't know if I took it in the house or not. I thought we left it out here, but
What?
my big water thing that I could get out and fill it up with water.
No, I don't know.
I don't know. Oh well. We don't see it. We can always do it later. That's all right, Ricky. I can get it later. It's here somewhere. I'm not sure where we set it. Anyway. Keep that remote from the dogs. Yep. Well, what'd you eat that much seaweed for, Allie? Get you some baking soda, sweetheart. It'll take care of that for you. Anyway.
Fried chicken will take care of that too.
It's gonna be a while before I'm back. I gotta do a load of laundry too.
Alright.
So it may be tomorrow before I bring the water down.
That's fine.
That's fine.
We're good. Thank you. Yeah, I imagine it sounds different coming from the... Oh, roll my window back up for you. I'm sorry. Through the camera. But... I got woke up off and on all night long over that. I'd rather just do the whole bird, Allie. I don't like the white meat on the turkey and chickens. I'm a dark meat kind of girl. All right, Kiri, I love you. I'm about to wrap this up too. Do you have anything you want to say to everybody before we go?
I need to win a lottery. I need to win a lottery.
Say good night to everybody.
Not everybody.
All right, guys, it's been right at an hour, so we're going to cut this off, and I'm going to try to catch some of Cher's live, too, so, yep, everybody else says me, too. We all need to win. So, anyway, thanks for hanging out with us. It's good to see everybody. 301. Okay, Allie.
That's right.
Actually, seaweed is pretty good. I like seaweed, actually, if it's cooked right, done right. Anyway, love you too, Drew. It's good to see you, darling. So, y'all have a good night. We love y'all, and we will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.